All right, so let's talk about the different styles that we have for the Glide-Lock telescoping uprights. We have our normal two-piece here, which is just like the old bearing locks that you're used to in the two-piece version. Got one locking collar, an outer tube and an inner tube, and that's how we get the two-piece designation. Works just like the old style. You lift up, it locks in, and you go to the next one. The button lock is a single button lock, which lowers it down. You have a lot of control, so I can put a little pressure on here and I can actually control how fast that lowers by just adjusting the amount of pressure I put on this button. And there's a nice spring tension on this button, so you get used to that, and you'll get used to having a nice smooth downward glide, which is where we come up with that term glide lock. Now that's all well and good, but with this new design, we've come up with something a little new. And you may be wondering, Vince, why is that upright upside down? Good question. Why is that upright upside down? It's not really upside down. It's just we've put the collar down towards the bottom now, and there's very good reason for that. So we have the crown at the top. It's on the outer pipe now instead of the inner, and our collar is what slides now. Instead of having the inner tube go up and down, the inner tube is locked to the pin, and as I go over here, if I've got an upright here, I need to raise it up, I can actually get my body close to the pin and just lift. So I'm lifting with my body, not my arm or my wrist. Lock works the same way. It locks in, and when I want to release it, I just push the button just like I would before and lower it down. And again, I can control how much tension I want that to happen. So I can do it from here as long as I can reach that button. And again, I get to use my knees and my legs, not my wrist and my shoulder, to deal with that. Gives me a lot more control. It's all from the ground. I don't have to get up on a ladder. That is a huge deal, especially for those ballroom sets. If you're working in a hotel and you're setting up miles of pipe and drape for the ballroom, let me tell you, you're going to love this. To be able to set this down, put your uprights across, walk from one upright to the other without dragging a ladder, without having to get in some precarious position to lift with your arms and your shoulder, and just to be able to lift, lift, and lift. That's a huge deal. Then I can walk to the next one and take care of it. And when it comes time to lower, again, I just get close to the upright so I have control. I'm not putting any pressure on any part of my body that really shouldn't have it, like, you know, this position on the normal one. I can get right up to it, steady it, release the lock, lower it down. All that action is in my legs where it should be. My back is straight, my shoulders are straight, everything's straight. It's a huge safety feature. Keeps people off the ladders, keeps away from injury of shoulders and wrists, and it makes things a lot faster and smoother. I can tell you that right now. We're going to do a little demo on the drape, and I'll show you how that works. Be right back. Thanks everybody for tuning in and watching another edition of Pipe and Drape 2.0. For more information about this great product, be sure to check out the description below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell if you want to see all our latest videos.